Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Specter of Torment. And let's just get started here. We do have some curios to pick up, some more areas to go explore. So in here, right, we can talk to Red, and after you beat a single level, you'll unlock the ability to buy a new curio will show up in his shop. We can buy both of these, so let's start off with the throwing sickle. This is a very, very simple item. You can take it, and you just throw it, right? It boomerangs towards you back. Very simple. It does take... It's not the strongest thing in the world, at least at the moment. We'll talk about that actually here in a minute. But yeah, it's very simple. Every time you buy something from Red, if you ever want to buy multiple things at the same time, you have to wait for him to throw the skull, so it takes a few seconds. Ooh. So next we have the spider sickle. It's a scythe that climbs over obstacles. It's actually, I tend to only use the will skull in the other one, the Dread Talons, but this item is also very useful. So if you ever think you need to use it, use it. It can be pretty powerful, actually. And yeah, that's all the curios we have from him. We could, in theory, buy something from Manny, but we're not going to. Instead, we're gonna head upstairs. So upstairs, we'll find this guy, Kretch. It's so drafty in here, but still I carry on. Just a joke, you know? Well scavenged for a customer. This is basically the upper stairs. You'll find people walking around. As time goes on, more people will start showing up, right? And then you'll find this table up here, which usually whichever knight you beat on that level will show up here. This stuff's keepy is no place for a warrior, but this meat is plentiful. I may stay here for a while yet. Right? You can talk to this guy the Bone Cling, as soon as you beat the Plains of Passage, and he'll give you some money for beating it. Every once in a while, you'll find a level that does that. And then in here, we're actually going to start talking to this guy. I can't believe it. I get to serve the Enchantress. I'm getting fired up just thinking about it. This is gold armor, right? Maybe I should come in with a new special move. Something to stand out from all those boring gold armors and Pridmore. So, before we get back to him, let's talk to this guy. These creatures are gathering around a vessel marked with curios. Perhaps I'll make an offering. You have to give him 3,000 gold. It's worth it. Hopefully you should have 3,000 gold. If you don't worry about it yet. There is a very easy way to make money in this game that we'll get around to. But this is this will get you another feat, Spirit of Giving. We be legion. Curios, gold, pay thee up, powerful we make. He will, for 4,000 gold, he will upgrade any one of your curios. I recommend starting off with the Will Skull. And then, right, so he's very useful. Over here we have I think this is a mimic? A mimic. It's a little like fox thing. And as you can see up here, we have this red vase. If you hit it, and it'll land the fire on the gold armor. And, whoa, this is awesome. I can perform lots of sword stabs. An armor like this, I'm going to put in for a transfer to the Lost City immediately. We'll come back to him later on. Right, we'll keep coming back to him. And then we have this thing, which if you keep hitting this, it reveals the scrying glass. Brine, blight, and fires bright. Your feats are laid bare to me, all-knowing sight. I don't even know how to... Parapito Ascension, 100 in numbers of walls you've scaled. Meridiano Retrona, the number of times you've fallen in battle is 3. Chronological, the total number of time you spend adventuring, 34 minutes. And Insignium Alcena, the number of dashes/slashes you've done is 192. Clearly, oh god. Again, I keep changing the voice every episode. Clearly, this is a powerful sorcery. Think you bewitched mirror? I'm not a mirror. And yeah, that's the scrying glass. There are, of course, other things to do around here, but we'll get to them in future episodes. For now, we're gonna head off to the Explodatorium. You all know this level, right? Again, I do really like how they changed up some of the levels. You've got those platforms you can walk on, and as you pass them, fire appears. We've got all these pipes everywhere now, which are kind of cool, I guess. These levels really have changed, because this is a prequel to Shovel Knight. So again, just be careful when you're walking along these. Use wall climbing to get past them. You cannot, the pipes, I didn't mean to do that. The pipes you cannot jump past, so yeah, keep that in mind. We have a purple skeleton. It seems to take 2 hits instead of your standard 1. Here we got a chest. Again, this game gives you plenty of money to do. It may seem like you need a lot of money to do things, and while yes, that's true, the game is happy to provide you with more than enough of what you need. Did you guys remember these things? They remind me a lot of that Kirby enemy, but God, I hate them. We also see water. Water, of course, pushes you forward, so just be careful. You can also climb, like, if a platform's on water, you can climb past it. Just keep that in mind. There we have our first skull. But yes, you can climb on water, so keep that in mind. Don't think that just... Because water, even though it pushes you while you're running across it, it doesn't actually push you, like, up and down. Well, yeah, that makes sense, right? Okay, we gotta be very careful here. Because of the pipe there, you have to do it like that. Just come across here. So these are vials that shoot potion, right? You see it? I keep accidentally hitting Will's. It's actually getting really annoying. You can hit their potions back to them, and we'll actually see that here in a second. Right? So you'll see it drops the potion. It's just simple fire. You just have to jump over it. It travels across water. It can travel down water, but as you can see right here, you can hit the potion. If I can hit it. It hits up, and this reveals a path. Take this path. Because up here, you'll find your darkness chest. This is easily the hardest will chest, of the will and soul chests. Will and darkness chests. This is easily the hardest one to find. It's not the hardest one to get, but just to find. With that, now we've got a darkness upgrade. It's standard, right? It does kind of suck that darkness doesn't regenerate like magic does, but instead you're just rewarded it for beating enemies. And I keep needing to not. I keep hitting it. That made it. I keep hitting the button to activate my will skull, which is starting to get annoying. Just play your card smart. Don't panic. You really, anytime you're close to like falling off, do not panic. It can be bad if you panic. So wait for this to go, and then just run across it as fast as possible. Wait for it to go again, and run back. Go here. Right, that one's it's just about being quick. there's our... Oh, we've already gotten 6 will scrolls. Yeah, this level... So here's the thing about Plagueis Specter of Torment. Specter of Torment, I have heard some people say it's harder than Plague of Shadows in Shovel Knight. I disagree. I think it's actually pretty easy compared to the two. Maybe it's just because I am an experienced player, but it's not that hard. I still think... Maybe it's just because it has the easiest learning curve. Shovel of Hope had a learning curve. Specter of Plague of Shadows had a pretty steep learning curve. But Specter of Torment doesn't really have a learning curve. At least in my opinion. Maybe that's partially because I'm an expert at this point. Because I have been playing it. This is my 4th run. Even on my 1st run though, however, it was very easy. Oh, also like the health beaker from Plague of I forgot to mention this, but yeah. Also like the health beaker from Plague of Shadows, while you're clutching the will skull, if you get hit, it will fall out of your hands and not you. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I do still think this game is very easy. I've died 3 times so far. I bet you by this point by the Lich Yard in my Plague of Shadows run, I had died more. But no, it's just not hard. It's still very good, and it still does have its difficult moments. But overall, I do think Plague of Shadows is by far easier. That boss is a spec. That boss is only hard in Shovel of Hope, though, in my opinion. And Plague of Shadows and Plague of Shadows and Specter of Torment, that boss is actually more easy. You remember these fire geysers? They're still really annoying. Okay, let's just remember you don't have to always jump. And if an enemy hits you onto those things, I don't think it does damage to them. I could be wrong. But just, you'll only fall through them if it's like the other type, the grainy dust. I always hate that part. I really do hate that part in the original Plague of Shadows, or in Specter of Torment and Plague of Shadows. No, I mean... ah, God, I'm horrible with these names. Especially because now the original Shovel Knight has been changed to Shovel of Hope. And the entire game has now become the treasure trove. Or you could, in theory, buy Plague of Shadows on its own, but... how many people are honestly doing that? Well, I'd be honest, I know a few people have done it. I do seriously, however, just recommend the treasure trove. It is definitely worth it. Okay, wait, give me a second. So let's see. 1 is this item, 2 is this item, 3 is Dread, and 4 is that. Okay. Again, that guy can just be one shot with that item. Highly, highly recommend having it. If you accidentally destroy that block like I just did, don't worry, there's still another way to get up there. Like, stop taking damage, please. If you destroy all these blocks, and it'll allow you to get back up here. Over here we see this chest, but if you notice it has like 2 eyes, that's because it's a mimic. Which I actually like the idea of the mimic. It's really cute. It's not a hard kit. They'll give you money for every hit you get off of them. I think they run away. Don't quote me on that though. These beakers, right, of the gas or of the fire can actually be really annoying. And I died. Oh. I have no idea what just happened there. All I know is I died. That was actually really complicated. That's how you're supposed to jump up there normally. But luckily, yeah, the game does give you a way around that. If you can get rid of the rat like that, I do recommend it. This guy, he's not too hard. And yeah, with that, we're right here at, Plague Knight's place. And hey, a secret room is not there anymore. What? Wow, someone called the Embalmer? This one is past its prime. What are you even doing here? Show yourself. I've come to offer you a position in the court, alchemist. To the enchantress. Join us in her army of invincible knights. Oh, you don't say. Sounds important. Invisible knights. Tell me more. Boom. You're clearly not paying attention. Perhaps my scythe will get through to you. So yep, it's Plague Knight. I still think this fight's really cool. And again, they've changed up the boss fights now. I do like what they've done with him. He's now got a fate. Alright, so there's now 2 of him. It's actually really cool. Other than that, the fight really hasn't changed. Just find the clone. He does keep spawning more and more as time goes on. You'll know you're hitting the right one if it's doing damage. I can't seem to get him. Oh my gosh. No. Boom, there we go. And yeah, boom. See, every level we're gaining a bunch of gold. It's really not hard to get this. I mean, like, if you're dying a lot, definitely have the green cloak we're wearing. Definitely. That's if you're having trouble, though. But hopefully you aren't. And yeah, in this episode, we went to the Explodatorium and we beat Plague Knight. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.